What's up, yo? Yeah, Javi. Better than the 300 pip stop loss. Oh, could have been that thumbnail. What a weekend. What a weekend. What a weekend. Glad to be back after a Friday on which I lost a Honda Civic and about two full tanks of gas. What a weekend. Yeah, we got one day. I'm not in a hurry to trade, bro. Honestly, I was looking at sells here, but I just want to get out of this range, and I don't know if this is the daily wick. It was a massive move on the daily. We closed below everything, but I wanted this wick like up here, and I think we might still make top wick there, right? Might range around here for a bit, like a day and a half. We did create a low, so after we find some resistance, we'll come back down and retest it in some, right? We're gonna have a shoulder or a retest of the low. Doesn't help all the other shit going on. Like, yeah, there's a lot of talk, but people are talking like they're saying such outlandish and outrageous things that it's like you can tell they don't know much about how things work behind the scenes. So it's best to ignore the noise. But like, I ignore it, but I pay attention, right? I pay attention. I don't react much, but I pay attention. I see for the most part who says what, and it's like at some point, if you know how things work, you can kind of see through the bullshit. Yeah, I see it. I just don't get involved. I don't interact because, like, it's irrelevant. Like, for anyone questioning Don, they shouldn't be. There should be no conversation there. And like you lose over $1 million of your own money. Like, you're not exactly in a talking mood, right? But other people are more down than him because like, I know, like, you know, or like, I'm not even talking about. Like, I want to discuss also my position from Friday, but yeah, like, he's not worried. Like, he's something he's done over and over. It's the people that aren't able to do it on their own that are worried or coming up with outlandish theories. It's wild shit. People know what they signed up for. Yeah, the dude that lost fucking 50K, that's all over social media or wherever. Why didn't he invest 5K? It's my entire life saving 50K. Well, invest 5. Let that shit grow to 50. If it don't work, you invest the next 5. And it's not like Don did it on purpose, but if I was a betting man, like my money would be on Don, right? It wouldn't be on, you know. But then again, I have, you know, I guess I have more experience to talk on that than anybody else. Plus, Don has the skill. Yeah, it's not. You know, we were talking, and it's not really about where we are right now. It's really about the trajectory, right? And where is your trajectory, right? And like Don's trajectory is like this, right? Even if he bounced, right? There's no straight move up. It's a parabolic move. Even if he's taking that wave down, his trajectory is up. He's bullish on the higher time frame. So now let's get into something. Let's get into this Nissan Altima that I lost on Friday. That shit was a fully loaded Nissan Altima. Cause you know the motherfuckers don't cost no 40 grand. Shit's like 32. It's gotta be a fully loaded Type R. And the dealer was price gouging. This is COVID times. This is COVID times. This one's got a Navi, and this is basically COVID time. Yeah. But all right. So, couple of things. Initial entry. While not a great entry, for somebody that understands where they're going to manage and where they're going to add positions, right, and where they might mitigate risk, for me, right, as far as entries go, it wasn't a bad entry, right? My initial entry was here after the 5 held. I just want to mark this off on the chart. Flip bullish, we broke the high. Fine. On the higher time frame, yeah, if you're not as experienced or more of a newer person, you should have never been in these buys, understanding that you closed bearish on the previous hourly, right? This hourly was making a top wick, right? The idea was maybe the 4-hour flips because it didn't have a top wick yet. But regardless, we got in and we had a chance for a pineapple, which was once we started tapping this area here, which is a strong rejection area. This area market seems to drive off of, right? We drove down straight past it, blew this area, and this is where you have to be really key, right? You have either this area, or you have to be really locked in. You have either this area that you can look for, which was a strong rejection. I believe on the hourly was over here. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, it's higher. It's right there on the hour. So this is the area you can look for. To reject, or you can look for this area, right? These are now your next 2 pineapples. No, where was my last pineapple here? 2010 and 2513. I had an entry. Off this area right here, and I had a pineapple off this area, which was which was a bearish closure at an hourly level right here. We closed bearish on that 15, right, on that 30, and we didn't have a bottom wick. So we made a bottom wick. Great entry. We started coming up. This is where I mismanaged the trade. And we always talk about the market. Two things I always beat into everybody's head. And I looked at it after, and then I'm listening to myself. Remember I told you, when after the stream's over, I typically, if I take a loss, I'll replay it and I'll go and I'll see if I did the same thing. And then I looked at it and I was like, yeah, I would probably have entries at the same point. And then I started listening to myself and the reasoning, and I looked at the stream over and I was like, all right, I actually said it. Like, I could have had a like 2 or 3 pip better entry here, because I got entered a bit higher. And right here, when we pulled back, I also didn't get the ideal entry. I got entered somewhere here, and it was like a 5-6 pip difference on each trade, or maybe a 4 to 5 pip difference on each trade. But as we come up here and as we retest these highs here, right, I have to understand that it doesn't matter how many pips I have. What matters is the price is going to mirror what happened to the left. And the same way we came up is the same way we're going to come down. So we've tapped this area across, right? We've come down, we've created lows here, and then we've come up, tapped this area across, right? Created that low tap. From this area, look what the market does. It just comes down. It mirrors the same way it comes up is the same way it comes down. And it'll start tapping that same area across, pull back up. Whoops, sorry gang. Pull back up right here, and then it comes down again to those same lows. And just listening to my stream, listening to myself, I was like, what are you doing looking for 2 more pips when you know that, like, it doesn't matter. The market gave you, this is the market giving you a chance to get out based on the way we manage risk, based on the way you entered, based on the way we entered up here. This is the way we manage risk based on this level. The market's going to come back here to give us that high, right? So if we have our pineapples at this hourly level, which is where the hourly closed, let's go back to that, right here. If we have our pineapples at that area, market's just giving us a chance. We would have gotten out here maybe minus 4 pips, minus 3 pips, minus 8 pips. But I mismanaged it. I didn't think to look here at this mirror. And I didn't think about the nonsense of, hey, I got in 5, I'm looking for 2 or 3 extra pips. Meanwhile, I got in 5 pips late here. I got in 4 or 5 pips late here. Like, you would have been in profit. But because of those entries, I'm like, all right, I'm going to hold it, which doesn't make sense. You shouldn't be holding it because of that. You should be holding it because of this level that runs across. And once once you start rejecting that level, all right, even if we're not breaking through it, we should have noticed that the 5 didn't get there. Next 5 closed bearish here. All right, at least at this level where we would have been down about 14 pips. At this level, you got to close out. You got to close out, Wicks. And yeah, I didn't notice it. I got clapped. It's not that I didn't notice it. I didn't catch myself in real time realizing what's happening. And I'm very good at that. I'm typically very good at that. And I sat there and I'm like, all right, because next time it happens, this is like what you're gonna pay attention to more, right? Until like it's like way like down the line. And that was a weekly flip level, right? So you got to be on point. You got to be really locked in there. And I think as I was watching myself, I was really locked in on the smaller time frame, right? But our pineapples were on point. They were exactly where they needed to be. We just, like, the risk management was the difference between, closing out right here at, minus anywhere between break even to negative 10 pips, or, closing out here for minus 45,000. So, yeah, that was our risk management level, and that's where we should have been out of there based on our entry and based on the pineapples that we were planning on taking. Based on the possible pineapples that the market was going to provide there. I think it was a teachable moment. For me, it wasn't a teachable moment. It was a reminder moment, like what to pay attention for here as we're driving down, right? I'm very good at looking from here. I typically have all this down packed, but you know, you have mental breakdowns, you have things you miss. We're not perfect. It's like one of the few times in the last maybe 4 or 5 years where I was really like, you know, I was like, I'm disappointed in you, Wix. I was really disappointed in myself. Yeah. Any questions? Anybody got any suggestions? Anybody want to talk about it? If anything, once we managed risk here, like we had ample opportunity the rest of the day, even if we ended up 8, 10, 15 pips out in that trade, ample opportunity to really turn it up. But I'm just not I'm not a big fan of the mindset of this didn't work, let's really, you know, double down on the opposite way. Sometimes, like, it can make sense, but I'm not a big fan of that. I'd like to have a breather in between trades, really step back and then reevaluate. It happens. It's very rarely, maybe once or twice in the last year, that I've immediately hopped onto a trade the other way. Anyway, let's see what we got going on today. I think we're closed tomorrow, right? So we got U.S. bank holiday, so Tuesday should be a lot of fun. I think we have red folders on Tuesday, right? If I'm not mistaken, at 10 a.m. Oh, what you doing? Yeah, Tuesday, ISM. Manufacturing PMI 10 a.m. So maybe we'll stick around this small range of 70 pips until then. I've seen you do it before where you flip, but you weren't stacked to one side. Yeah, like a month or two ago, we went straight the other way. And we caught right away like 100-something pips. Yeah. It was like a reflip of the 4-hour. Let's clear all that out. So now let's see what we got going on today. That daily was a massively bearish candle, closed below the most recent, right? So we're gonna fill a portion of this candle, a good part, probably the body of this candle, this 4-hour candle down at some point, because the market's gonna need to grab orders to come up, right? It's going to come down to either this 2500 area or 2495 area, but it should grab orders before it just continues to drive up. If it is to drive up. If it is drive down, it's going to drive down, and it'll need a top wick here on the daily most probably. And if we understand we got to fill some of that wick to the daily, can we come up here and fake out to the upside to then come down? That would be interesting. If we're able to come up here, close at 504, maybe a top wick to 06 and back to 504, we can look for some sells down. Right, the idea is we'll create a steeper top wick on the daily, and then we'll get a fake out back and range down, and look for a bearish flip on the daily to fill the daily wick. Excuse me. So if we get something like this, right, and then back down, ideally off these levels, which was a previous support right here on that wick right there, that turned into resistance. And if we can hold resistance, close back down in range, I would look for us to fill some of that daily wick as we head down. Let's go to the daily. Yeah, it'll start filling the wick down here, 24.97. That would be lovely. But that would require us re-breaking today's daily high, right? So we would have to close up above 504 or break that level and then come back down. Until we do any of these things, right? Like we could come up, we could come down, but I'd want to break up out of this range. But if we don't break the highs here, if we don't come up here and we start coming down, just straight down, it's definitely going to be a wait for the 4-hour closure. I think Asia opens a little bit later now, right? Is Asia opening at 9? Tokyo opening at 9, is it? Somebody Google that. If not, then I'm not sure. We've been seeing volume come in between 9 and 11 lately. Yeah, 9 p.m. But we've just been seeing volume come in at like 10, 11. Yeah, so if we start heading down here, I'm not going to look for any sells until we actually close on the 4-hour. It'd be interesting to see how we close, right? If we're able to flip bearish on the 4-hour, but hold this in about 45 minutes, right? So we'll close like this. We're gonna look for buys on the next hourly, or on the next 4-hour candle, right? Looking for this. I don't think it'll drive. I just think we'll have a good advantage point to actually fill the range. Right. Overall, they'll be trading against the bias if that happens, right? Because you're expecting the daily to still come down. Eddie skipped tonight. What happened to Eddie today? That was a really exciting 15-minute candle. Somebody else said bless me on stream the other day. I've been sick as a dog since. It wasn't Javier either. Remember that?
I think that was Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah. I spent the whole weekend fucking with a fever, stuffy nose.
Almost sure that was Friday.
It's wild. We're in my birthday month.
Wait, September?
Yeah.
Or 39. Now you're catching up to me, bro. Well, you turning 39 or 38?
Wait, I'm not sure. Hold on, let's count. What year is it?
24.
It's 24, 39. I swear. I don't know. I never celebrate my birthday. I hate celebrating my birthday. For some reason, I'm just like that. I don't know how to act.
Yes. Yeah, same. You stopped counting at like 30, bro.
Yeah.
29 is the last year you really stopped counting.
Facts. After 30, I don't know. I'm like somewhere in the 30s. And I've been saying like 34, 37. You know, I don't know. I think I was saying 30, 37 when I was like 34 or something. Like, really? Wait. But if I forget, my family don't let me forget. Happy birthday, old man. Like, all right. Whatever. A little head and shoulders here, huh?
Eddie said I think he's going to be on soon.
Eddie?
Said he's finishing dinner.
Dinner, Pornhub, potato. Same thing. These wicks are ugly. What's this Apex thing? It wants you to strip for them? What's going on?
Yo, did you see that, bro? You were reading about that? That shit is
I'm
crazy.
reading some of your guys' comments. Like, I have to videotape myself. I'm not sure what that means.
Bro, I got a fucking email. Like, I don't have any accounts with them left, right? But I get an email and like it says this shit. And I'm like, bro, what the hell? So I send it to the chat and I send it to my other
Are you sure it's a real email? Maybe someone's like,
yeah. No, I personally got the email. I think Danks here got it too. Yo, that's
like,
crazy.
you
They
check
want you
with
to fucking
Apex?
record. No, I didn't check with Apex. I don't have any accounts with them.
I say we all hop in on like 1,000-person Zoom and take a group picture. Just take a
All of
group
us taking
recording.
the same trade on
Yeah.
the Apex account.
Yep, this is us.
The same video comes in from 1,000 different emails.
Or just identify yourself. Row 3, column 8, D9.
Hey, Aaron.
Word.
Oh my god, this one.
Just mark yourself off like it's a chessboard. Yeah, they're denying everyone. Looking like we're going range today. Any stories, anyone?
The what?
Any stories? Anybody? What did you guys do this weekend?
Catching up on life.
Figured out streaming?
I think, bro, the only thing I want to try to do is see if I can automatically like start it without me physically being here, like just in case I'm late. Is that, do you know if that's even possible, or I always have to hit like start broadcast?
I've never tried. I set it to a future time, but I still have to show up. Like, so the wait, you know, so the waiting room is there, but I still have to show up and start the stream manually.
Yeah. I wonder if I could like do it from my phone.
You could probably do it through your phone. You just got to access through your YouTube Studio, I think, or your YouTube app.
Yeah.
But
that way, if I'm not here, like, you know, everybody can kind of just still hang out or whatever.
Why can't you have your mic be this loud during your stream? Like it's loud right now.
Really?
It's mad quiet during your stream. Or maybe I just haven't been there for a little while.
Well,
that was the issue in like beginning of the week.
Yeah. Every time I ask, everybody's like, "Oh no, it's fine," but I don't know.
Yeah, no, beginning of the week I couldn't hear you. I hopped on. I was driving somewhere. I hopped on my phone. I was like, "Oh look, the whole gang's on. Asian session, SW," and then for some reason I could not hear you.
Oh, it must have been the day that I had it only on Zoom and the stream wasn't listening to me, but the Zoom was.
Oh, all right.
That was on a day that I didn't have the shit.
I think you could hear everybody else and they were like answering you or something like that, but
yeah, exactly.
Couldn't hear you.
It seems to be working a lot better than it was originally. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I think we fixed a lot of
Making progress.
the kinks. Yeah.
The trajectory is bullish.
Defo.
I think having the whole clubhouse in there, like on Zoom, like helps.
Yeah, it makes things easier. It's like you're not just sitting there on your own. You and your 3 followers, or like that's what I was telling Don. Don, it's me and my 3 followers when I'm gonna start streaming. I'm gonna start streaming Asian session. He's like, nah, they fuck with you. I'm sure you have more. My first stream was like 40 people, and then my second stream was like 100, and then it just picked up really quick. But like you just gotta keep doing it. Like if you show up every day, the algo will pick it up. And
yeah.
It'll
That's
send it out
exactly
to
why I
more
want to figure out how to like even just get it running, even if like I have soccer one day or it's delayed or like something in the soccer schedule changes or whatnot, you know, or
have it pop up.
at least
anyway.
everybody can still show up. Yeah.
Yeah, might have to give Eddie the login to your studio, or somebody that's in the stream all the time so they could open it.
Oh, okay.
So then if it's not like you streaming, like somebody could do it off your channel, and like if they're on, like they'll just be host for the day.
But don't they need OBS?
Yeah, like somebody would need to also stream, or you would have to like open up your stream and you'll be because then you'd have to be there. Yeah, they'll probably need OBS. So.
Yeah, that's why I think
unless you open your stream and just give somebody and walk away, you know what I mean? Give somebody control.
Yeah.
Got a 30 closure coming up here, but we haven't done anything, so I'm not really looking for anything here. Not until we break out the range. I mean, as far as we're concerned here, so it could be just a smaller time frame range, right? As long as we get some closures outside of here. Okay. Can't trade here yet. Keys to the shop. Teach your kids. Teach the older one to start it for you.
Bro, did you see the short that my son did in 5 minutes?
No.
Bro, options clipped something in a video last week, and then I gave it a Liam, and I was like, I want to do this, and he's like, oh yeah, that's easy. And he literally like screen recorded options clip and like put my logo, changed the shit that bro, he was done in like 5 minutes. I was like, what the hell?
Beautiful. Maybe he could do more clips for you.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're gonna do.
That's
Options
it.
gonna clip it, and like Liam's gonna do all the editing, bro. I'm just gonna have to give him like $3 a video or something.
You on payroll, boy. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, he's got like 1,000 subs on his channel.
What does he do?
He
Gaming?
does like soccer shorts.
It's pretty dope.
Oh, that's what I was gonna look up just for that.
I've been chewing Zycam all weekend.
The gummies.
I went through the gummies already. Like now I got the melts now. I'm just trying whatever works. Just get rid of this cold faster. And that's like the only thing that's proven to shorten a cold. So
Yeah, that's all I think. So yeah, China Open will stay 9 o'clock until November 3rd. So when we have daylight savings time, then that 9 o'clock will become 8 o'clock. Fall back, yeah. Will become 8 p.m. because China doesn't do daylight savings.
nice. I don't like daylight savings. I wish we didn't do that either.
Yeah, that shit is so stupid.
Like, just keep it the same time.
Pretty annoying, actually. Yeah.
I swear, every time we gotta switch the clocks, I'd be sitting at home. I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed at midnight. Next thing you know, it taps midnight and it's like 2 a.m. I'm like, how the fuck did I just lose? I said I'm going to bed at midnight. It taps midnight and it's fucking next hour. It's like one. Oh, we're 10 more minutes. We're almost at 2. Fuck. Wait, I'm not sure who just tagged me. Oh, station. You still have access to the Sunday. Oh, if it's not through YouTube. That means you're in the signals. So yeah, if it's signals, you only get access to the Zoom. If it's through YouTube, then you get access through YouTube. Damn, he ugly. They got that show Naked and Afraid. That shit should be naked and afraid of the naked dude that's next to me. That's the fuck they should name it. It's open. Oh, Defoe won the first set. Beautiful. There goes that steeper top wick on the daily. Or not yet. No, not yet. I love supportive messages from big names in the industry. Yeah, somebody pretty big just randomly DM'd me. I don't know. Oh, Eddie. Eddie. Welcome. Eddie.
What's up, brother?
What's going on? How are you?
How's everybody? I'm doing well. How's everybody doing?
All right. Just I spent the weekend sick, so I'm trying to get into the gym tomorrow. Doing everything I can to unsick
Damn, that's crazy.
myself.
Me too. I caught a stomach virus.
Oh, I got a cold.
I wish it was that, bro. Everything I ate today, it just went right out, threw it right up.
I just couldn't breathe. That's tough. That's what I like to see, a full house.
Yes, sir.
Won't be doing much tomorrow. Javi, you gonna hop on for Asian tomorrow?
Yeah, Asia should be fine tomorrow.
I think so. Yeah, whenever I think of Muji, that's how I picture him. Like, I picture him in that jersey. Like, when his name comes up in the chat. Sorry, I just have, like, in my head, you're in that jersey. That's your avatar.
What was that, Arsenal?
I'm surprised you guys aren't, like, moving to Europe. It's really, well, Javi might be, but there's really, like, a lack of, like, great soccer here.
Yeah, bro, we were just having this conversation again because it's they have a local soccer school for like elementary and middle school, right? And it's like 16,000 a year to like go, you know, to have regular school, and then you have training in between and shit. And I'm like, man, all that shit is like almost free out in Spain.
Yeah, you're like, damn, I could just take that 16 grand towards the
Dude.
move.
Fucking for real, bro. Shit's crazy. We're just
Try it for a
honestly,
year.
I wanna see what. Well, my oldest son is finishing. He's a senior now, so these next 9 months for the school year or whatever, like,
Yeah.
I need to be more locked in than ever, so that way, if things start to, I can finally get out of like the stage that I'm in, we can start making some progress. Then I'm also waiting for my Italian citizenship. It should hopefully, bro, that's coming soon. They just emailed me the other day that I needed like another paper.
Italian citizenship?
Yeah, because
Just
my whole family on my mom's side is Italian. So
just
I
fucking bake a cannoli and fucking send it in. Like an Apex video. Like, what you mean?
I've
It's really
submitted
me
everything.
baking this cannoli right here.
Yeah, I
fucking
submitted
kidding
everything
me?
for the kids and stuff. That's funny. No, we want to go to Spain, not to Italy. But
It's
I can
close
live
enough, you
anywhere with
just-
the citizenship.
Yeah, you got that city.
Yeah.
You go anywhere in the European Union.
Yeah.
Shit. You could trade Forex. Fuck futures.
For real. And I'll be stuck on this crazy ass spread.
Two-hour looks pretty. Okay, so can we get a closure outside this area to just get an indication of volume? Looking for any swings? Huh?
Me, I don't know if today. I'm still in a short runner from Friday.
How about right here? 2484, 2480.
No, I cut my day early because I was working, so I didn't grab any longs from the bottom, but that was a good spot. The 2494 area.
Juventus Academy squad. I'll play for them. The Juventus Rabbis. I'm over here watching the US Open tennis, and I'm like, I could do that. I swear, I'm sitting here talking about, I could do that shit. No problem. That shit's easy. All right. 5 and 15 closed above with no top wick. How much the ball boy gets paid? It's very little. I actually had a friend in high school, when I went to high school. His camp in the summertime was the US Open camp, and the best people at that camp would get chosen. They don't get paid. They get chosen, and it's like you've been chosen. You're the best ball boy. And they would work the US Open. And he's worked, yeah, I've seen him on TV. He's worked plenty of matches and worked. He's did it, but think about it, these are high school kids. They're not getting paid. If they're getting paid, then it's now. Because like 20 years ago, when my boy was doing it, he said they weren't getting paid. It was just the best people at the camp. I was like, how do you even get into like ball boy camp? Like, how does that? Like, if anything, I'm going to tennis camp. I'm trying to actually play tennis. Wixie crazy? I don't know. You asking me? I'm not crazy. I'm sick. Sick of these rumors. Yeah, I kind of wish there was no bank holiday tomorrow. I'm ready to get back into full swing of things. And now, like, we have this little stream. like this little warm-up stream. Then it's in like another day. Which means I'm trying to get the week started. So you have your initial indicate or your initial closure outside the range, right? But it's only a 5 and a 15 and it's no top wick here, so not that I expect it to come up, but I do look at this as indication of some kind of volume, right? We actually did close outside the range, so maybe volume and now a bearish move, right? Because there's no top wick, but we will see. We'll see. Maybe a top wick will be created here. Yeah. $508 looks like a possible target. We'll see. If anyone was late today to the YouTube, to this stream, you guys can rewind. We spoke about a bunch of things in the beginning of the stream. We spoke about Friday's trade and the entries and managing it. So if you're curious, just rewind to the beginning of the stream. Or rewatch it later, either or. 7 minutes here for the hourly, the 4 hour.
Yo,
Samir,
Wix,
better
what's
start learning
your
Arabic. What was that?
what's your like how's your experience with quarter four? Do you normally have like a good quarter four?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Quarter 2 and quarter 4 have been best historically. Well, it's typically it's less volume, but the last 2 years I've traded through all of it. Say that again? Are you going to bed? I need you to give me a little bit of time. Okay? Love you.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
last time I asked you about quarter two was like 2 or 3 weeks before, and I had just like I had started collecting data on my strategy, and like quarter two like threw me off guard. Like all my
Volume
systems were running. Yeah, the
volume comes
volume
in
was
heavy.
crazy.
Volume
Yeah.
comes in heavy during quarter. Like when it comes in for the year after the quiet season, right after the holidays, like January is a bit quiet typically. But it starts picking up, and then March, April, May, it's really the key volume. The last few years, that's where I've made the biggest returns. And then just strangely, October and December. December last year was my second biggest month because of I streamed through Christmas. If you guys remember, we won every single day for 2 weeks, and they were pretty big wins last year. Like the ranges were massive, so we were like 22 pips break even, right, to go before we go break even. And we went through all of Christmas, all of the winter holiday trading. Don took off because like he always goes off for Christmas, but the Christmas before that we saw massive volume. We're like, all right, next year Christmas we're trading, and that's what we did in 23, right? After 22 we saw a lot of volume. 23 we decided to trade all of Christmas and fucking killed it. I think I had a 40% December. Gotta look back. It's pretty big. And yeah, then April, and then May I had three 100 pip losses in May, and then it was June, July, August, just a whole bunch of winning. Wow, it was a good flip there, but it's really to close out the hour with a couple of minutes left in the hourly. I was really not looking for that. What's the 4 hour looking like? It's interesting, right? The 4 hours bearish. There's only a minute and a half to go, so we'd really have to push heavy here and leave a bottom wick. If it doesn't leave a bottom wick, first thing we do is come down. We might look for a bullish flip here, right? Expecting a steeper top wick, but remember, we want to drive off something. So if we close with no bottom wick, we want to look for a support to be tapped on the hourly or the 4 hour, right? So you have a level here, you have a level here. That's a 15, I'm sorry. A 30, yeah. Oh, look for the 30 or the hourly. If it respects a 4 hour low, right? You're getting a 4 hour closure, so you want to see if it respects the 4 hour level here. Run across. And if it does respect that on the higher time frame, then you can look for a smaller time frame support to bounce off of. So on the hourly, we have one right around this area. And on the 30, around this area. So if anywhere between here and here, we can tap on the next candle bottom wick. Right? If the next candle can start off coming down here and flip bullish, and we hold the 4 hour level right here, we will take the bullish flip. But we're going to need that bottom wick first. Otherwise, it's just coming down for the daily wick fill. There's that closure. Let's wait.
China open.
Say that again.
China open.
Yeah, I'm a little afraid this might just push all the way through. So I don't really want. I'm skeptical of a bottom wick here. There was no right, I'm skeptical of a bottom wick unless we are able to tap. Wait, did we get our 30 level tapped? Close. But we held the 4 hour, so as it flips, I will take a buy. Right here. Looking for the 4 hour to create a top wick. This is what we spoke about, right? A bottom wick. No top wick on the previous 4 hour, no top wick on the previous hourly. So I'll look for this to create a top wick. Just got in a position here on the flip. I was looking for a bottom wick entry, but with China open, and I don't know, I just didn't want to continue pushing down, but it might have been a better entry risk management wise. We'll see. I do like the fact that we've created this bottom wick first and we've bounced off something. Bounced off that 30 level. And I like the fact that we don't really have a bottom wick on the previous 4. All right.
Dub.
Yeah, it came up. I saw about 8-9 pips.
What? I closed 15 pips full closure. What the fuck?
I saw about 8 or 9 pips. My spread is at 5 right now. That's
13
loud.
pips I saw. No, more. That's
Really?
weird. Futures. Yeah. I took the same flip on the 5 minute.
Yeah, because the liquidity grab is different, so it's gonna flip at a different spot.
Mm.
So hold on. Is your candle bullish or bearish right now?
Right now, my candle is massively bullish.
Really?
Yours looks doji still. Mine doesn't look doji. So my flip was 18 pips to the top of the wick.
Really? Yeah, I don't like this. Why do we just come back? I think I'm gonna close right here. The idea was the drive initially. Yeah, I saw about 8 or 9 pips. My spread right now is 4.3. But I closed because I'm expecting, I closed at BE here. I'm expecting that initial push through, right? Before we don't have a top wick. But now we've got a top wick. It came back to BE, and that BE is below the range. What should come up now? Yeah, I closed at BE, but at this point I'm gonna, because now it's not my position. My position was this initial drive. How much did it give here? It gave 9. No. Yeah, I saw about 7.
Yeah, it slipped me as well on my closure. I was up 15 pips and it only gave me 11.
Makes sense, but I'm expecting that initial drive. Like, after it creates that top wick, I can't. Like, now it's created range for the 4 hour with that wick, right? You're below, let's say if we're above here on the smaller time frame, I'm a little more confident. But as it comes back, I'm not. Yeah, that took me out of break even flat. 0. Jeez, that's an ugly closure too. Well, if I didn't get taken out, that would have been a full closure right there on that 5-minute close. Hey, pretty lady. What you looking for? Stickers? I think they're somewhere in your room. Oh, I put them on top. I put them on top of my... They're on top of the Jordan 4s or Jordan 1s. I will when we go to bed. So 10 on the dot. Not even 10. I was trying to really see 2503 at the very least, so I figure we push through. So that's about 21 pips, 20 pips. That's what I was looking for. What's up? You want them now? You're gonna do it on your own? Alright, fine. I got you with the stickers. Both the stickers? Alright, here. Enjoy your stickers. Yeah, 25 even. You're looking for this area, 25035, yeah, right here. This is go break even and close partials for me. Well, there goes that. Can we get a closure now? break of the previous hourly high. Let's clean range to the left. I think that's what I will do. Yeah, I'm gonna look for a break of the previous hourly high. I think if we're able to break the previous hourly high, I think our target's 25.08 there. And then that's kind of the celery play happening on the 4 hour, right? Going the other way. We spoke about this. We're gonna, before coming up or down, we're gonna have to come down, grab these orders here. Did that. Decided to come up for now. Four minutes here for the 15 to close. Very similar to how it played here. You found it? That's awesome. You could pack it into your book bag. Oh, you got no school tomorrow, but don't lose it. Okay. I'm gonna have a buy stop here on the break of the previous hourly high. That's 2505.09. Buy stop right here. We broke the high here once on the previous hourly. and came down, grabbed orders. And last time we've moved like that, or last few times we moved like that. Very similar here. I just filled the range. Very similar here. It filled the range. So if this comes down, rebreaks the lows and flips bearish, and then rebreaks the lows, obviously we'll delete. But for now, I have this open. Right, because this could just be the top wick we finally created on the 4 hour, right? And continue to drive down, and now you have range to come down with this wick, so definitely come down. Eventually, you just might see this candle, right? Look like this. Breakpoint Tiafo. Let's go. What the fuck is going on? That closed back up in range.
Bro, this shit's not clear to me which way it wants to go, bro.
Well, I'm just thinking logically. Where would it reject after it breaks this high?
I would...
There's nothing here. There's clean range, and if we go down to the smallest time frames, like,
Yeah.
it's 13 pips. I'm not
I
saying
just
it's
don't
going
like-
up. I'm saying we have a nice advantage point here. But
Well, okay.
I
Explain
wanted
to me
that.
what
I
you
wanted that
mean.
candle to drive initially, right? Because we have all this bullish momentum. Now that it rejected,
Yeah. And I never understand what you mean by advantage point.
advantage point. Well, the next possible closest place where it could reject, and the next closest place to me where it could reject if it breaks that high is here. It's not this because that fills all the way through.
Yeah, that makes sense. What threw it off for me was that 15 closing back in range. And for me, this 15 opened up with no bottom wick.
Then you could say the previous 5 closed with no bottom wick of support.
Mm.
I just think
Yeah.
on the higher time frame, if we're not sure, right? When in doubt, zoom out. And if I zoom
Yeah.
out, if the 4 hour, like after it made the low, right? We made a high here, and then we've come down. Price made the low. We've held the 4 hour. The 4 hour's got no bottom wick the previous 4 hour. So
And that's also the daily rebreak of the highs.
I think we break that high. Yeah, we're creating a steeper top wick on a daily. I'm not saying
Yeah,
it's
if
gonna
we
drive
come
up.
up,
I'm just saying
if we drive up,
it's-
we're gonna possibly go to like 25.10 is what I would think. But kind of like based off the hourly and the other candle. The next candle right above the one that you said on the hourly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
2505, 50, 2506, and then 2510. I think those would be the two levels that we would create resistance at.
You are not wrong. How do we get
But
this
if you-
level?
Which one? What number is that?
There we go. That makes it better.
25. What, 2506?
Because it could be like this, right? We could have the level like this. That makes sense too. That's the 5. Let's go to the higher.
And 2500 is a psychological number too. We've been holding up in here. So we kind of bounced off of that, just passed it a little bit, you know.
This already has no bottom wick. It's annoying. What's on your lips? Is that
Lipstick.
that's lipstick before bed? It's no good. Go wash it, cause it's like it's on your cheeks. Cheek stick.
Yeah, Eddie, you're gonna get it all over your pillow.
What?
Oh, I thought you were talking to Eddie.
I had a nice setup here for some buys, but that 30 no bottom wick and 15 no bottom wick. But them no bottom wicks, man.
Yeah, this should re-break the high. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it looks clean. This would have been my break-even point here. What was that? 13 pips.
Shit, we popped up. We popped down. Might not go anywhere today.
Oops. Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna see some volume coming. My spread is jumping. You washed it off? Good job. Now go lay down. What about the rest of your face? Like, it's just wet? No, clean it nicely because you've spread it everywhere. You've spread your lipstick all over your face. No. It looks greasy. You gotta do it with soap. Just be careful. Don't get it in your eye. I gotcha. Coming up here. You done? Looks beautiful. Great. Go lay down. I'm coming to you in a minute. Give me a few minutes. What's the 30 look like here? Price has pulled back. Butterfly? You're a butterfly.
I love butterflies.
That's awesome. Hold on a second. Careful. Damn it. Muted was correct. Looks like it's gonna come up here. I'm interested, but not with my spread at damn near 5. And my spread's at 4.8, 4.9. It's consistently over 4. Like, I'm not getting in a position with that's half my advantage point. 5 pips.
Bro, maybe
Just says-
that's why I don't scalp, because my spread, I've never ever had it like that.
What'd you say?
What do you mean, under 4?
I've never had a spread at 4, bro, ever.
Well, when news
My shit-
hits, when like CPI or FOMC hits or NFP, the shit jumps up to 20, 25. Like
Yeah,
the
that's
first,
what that's
first
my
few
normal
minutes.
spread. 20.
Oh, what?
Yeah, on Lark, my spread will range from like 15 to 20.
Nah, that's not trading conditions.
On my live account, my spread is 43.
You mean 4.3?
No, 43.
Nah, that's fucking Bitcoin spread, bro. You can't do that. You can't trade a spread. Anything like over 3, I try not to be in positions. I don't like, but sometimes like when the ranges are big, there's a lot of volume. You know, okay, 3.5, but like this shit's damn near 5 pips right now. That's crazy.
Yeah, on futures, it says
Bro, I'd
2
be
pips,
all over that shit
but
on 5 pips.
it says 2 pips, but I don't really trust it. Like, I've sent screenshots in the Discord where I'll have a sell stop and it'll say working on the sell stop activated, and it's like 4 pips off, 5 pips off. I think once my break even got slipped 7 pips.
Yeah, I'd be tight.
And it's a regulator broker.
It's annoying because like you on your end, you know you've done everything right. You've done everything that's supposed to be done. There's nothing more you could have done, and it's like, really? Like, so there's just no way to win.
But I was saying, and I was like, the only thing that I can do is just be more quick with closing and not letting, watching the price for a couple seconds, because maybe that extra couple seconds, by the time that I close, price already pulled back. It just doesn't show it on my screen. That's the only thing you can think of.
Yeah, but then again, you can make that argument for the other direction. Maybe you get a little more by closing late. Like I don't really pay attention. It's like, oh, it's closed, and then as I take my time, sometimes they'll go up, sometimes go down. Oh, bearish volume.
I found a red heart.
You found a red heart.
I cleaned it for. But,
Wow.
but it's shit. I cleaned it for free so it can be smell good. I cleaned it with my purple dookie and I cleaned it so it can smell good.
That's awesome.
And I cleaned it with soap, but it's not covered in soap.
You know I run an organ donor program. Yep, and I'm donating you my heart. You can have my heart.
Wow.
Oh, what happened? What'd I miss?
Your organ donor donation.
WDAD.
Yeah, WDAD hard. For real.
Oh, dropping dropping all there is.
My daughter just turned 13 yesterday. Her voice don't sound like a little girl anymore.
Oh, congratulations. 13.
I'll join you guys one day.
One day.
Yeah, bro, it's about time.
Don't wait too long, bro. You
Yeah.
don't want to have kids when you're 50, bro. You're gonna have no energy.
Well, my uncle just had a kid at 50.
Yeah.
Get one at the shelter, bro.
My uncle just had his 4th child at 54 years old.
Hell no, bro. I ain't hitting the reset button at 40.
At 40,
Let alone
at
at
50.
50.
That's crazy.
Well,
So you want to
since
spend some time with your kids. You don't want them sitting at the nursing home with you.
For real.
Well, since my cousin and I basically run the company now and he doesn't have to do as much, he's got more time now to take care of his kids than he did before. So in some cases, it might be
Yeah,
the
that-
best thing.
Yeah, but I mean, but still, like, you're just not gonna have like the energy as the
Yeah,
kid
no, of course
grows,
not,
you
bro.
know what I'm saying? Like
Of course not. Soon.
my oldest son is 17, and like I could still go and like do everything with him. You know
Dude,
what I
every
mean?
time my kids ended a diaper stage, I was like, never again. Never again. I'm just waiting for the last one to get out. And once the last one got out of the diaper stage, I'm like, yo, like, it's freedom now. They get themselves dressed. They make themselves food. They know where everything is. Oh, man. It just life gets different. I think
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
I think that's what wears you out when you when you don't sleep nights. But once you know they're older, like your daughter is 13, right? Like you probably haven't thought about like those first 5-year problems and forever, and you're like, no, I'm never going back to those. But then again, as they become teenagers, it's like a whole other problem. It's like
Yeah.
they stop
Different
listening
things
to
to deal
you.
with.
There's a lot of opinions outside of yours that they hear.
You guys have your kids have siblings. When you have siblings and like cousins, it's a little bit easier because we all kind of guilt each other into following our parents' rules. So we don't. If one of us is out of line, the other one kind of says something.
Accountability.
And
You
I
have
grew
an
up with
accountability buddy.
4 cousins, 5 cousins, all my age. We all went to school together, hung out together, same friends.
That's pretty dope. They don't make friends. They don't make friends like they used to. Hold on a second, chat.
Oof.
that sank. I don't know. That closed right at a support here. Looks like it's gonna come down further to the next one. I just would have liked to stay out of this while we're above 2497.7. Once this closes below, then you can look for more sells, but we'll say this though, you have 12 minutes here in the hourly. We might not have any positions here on stream, but we might have a wick fill to play after the hourly closes. We might not. I mean, it keeps banging on this door. Pretty bearish move on the higher time frame. You have room here. On the small time frame, you have room. On the higher time frame, you've tapped a support. I think I'm gonna let this go. I think I'm not gonna hunt here. If this can pull back up and we can reject 2501 before coming down, fine. But in general, I really don't want to trade here. Anyone looking at these flips here? Got room. 30 pips of room.
If I was looking at it, yeah, but I was looking at something else.
I just don't like the level that it tapped here. Just selling right at it.
Yeah. It would have to be a quick break even. Yeah, my advantage point was like 6 pips if I would have taken something.
Any point here, you come back in range because the closure was up above range. Yeah, I'm gonna let this go. I'm gonna call it a session here, fellas. Oh, and ladies, sorry as well. I'll be on. You know what? I'll see if I can join you guys tomorrow at 8. If I'm home, I might not be home because I'm supposed to be out in your neck. Actually, like not even your neck, even north of you, Eddie. I'm supposed to be out in like Jupiter or Saturn. Pluto, somewhere out there. I'm supposed to be out there somewhere.
It's a nice area. That's where I want to move to.
Yeah. We gotta go meet somebody there. Other than that, yeah. So I might be there for in the evening, but if I got some time, I'll hop on. Other than that, we'll be live here Monday, 8 a.m. All right, gang.
Tuesday.
Remember tomorrow. Oh, Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. Remember tomorrow is a bank holiday, so we won't be running New York session. Asian session. Javier, I think, will run it tomorrow, and I'll see you guys 8 a.m. on Tuesday. All right. Let's call it a session here, right? Love and wisdom to everybody. All right, gang.
Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks, Wix.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Yep. Have a good night. Just like that, another Asian session in the books. Good night.